Sit back and throw one back with your pinkies in the air and a middle finger to the world. And join me, the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, as we look back on this day in professional wrestling history. But before we do, put that drink down, like, share, and subscribe, and give us a big old thumbs up. And now, without further ado, let's look back on this day in pro wrestling history. It is January 31st, and we're going to start off as we always do on a positive note. These are your pro wrestling birthdays. 1958, Dave Fit Finlay. 1963, Brian Adams. 1966, Jorge Gonzalez. And 1988, Matt Riot. Of course, on the flip side of that coin, your deaths for this day in pro wrestling history. 1999, Japanese legend himself, Giant Baba. Alright, enough of the sad stuff. It's time to get to your meat and potatoes. These are your pro wrestling history highlights for January 31st. 1935, Lord Lansdowne defeats Jack Reynolds to win the National Wrestling Association World Welterweight title in San Francisco, California. 1942, Robbie Negro defeats Bobby Benales in Mexico City, Mexico for the Mexican National Welterweight title. 1951, Daniel Aldina defeats Steve Morgan to win the Mexican National Heavyweight title in Mexico City, Mexico. 1958, Karloff Lagarde defeats Blue Demon for the NWA World Welterweight title in Mexico City, Mexico. 1981, the Fabulous Freebirds, Terry Gordy and Michael Hayes, defeat Ted DiBiase and Stan Frazier to win the NWA National Tag Team titles in Atlanta, Georgia. Also in 1981, Les Thornton wins his second NWA World Junior Heavyweight title, defeating Jerry Stubbs. 1992, the Dark Patriot, Doug Gilbert, defeats the Patriot to win the Global Wrestling Federation North American Heavyweight title in Dallas, Texas. 1994, the Moondogs, Rex and Spot, defeat the Rock and Roll Express to win the USWA Tag Team titles. At the same event, Eddie Gilbert wins his third USWA Unified World Heavyweight title, ending Jerry Lawler's 17th reign. Those are your pro wrestling history highlights for January 31st. I'm the eclectic gentleman Stephen Watts, and we'll see you tomorrow.